So I'm going to give you a little tour of the pond and share a message with you at the same time. Well, maybe not at exactly the same time, but concurrently, shall we say. This pond has been an adventure for us the last 4 years since we moved in. When we moved in, it was overgrown, even more so than it is now, and pretty filled with weeds and gross things. I have, over the last couple of weeks, as you can see, some of these fresh cut marks. I've done a lot of trimming, trying to clean out around the pond so we can actually see it and enjoy its natural beauty. But as you can see, climbing its way up here and in these nice little patches of vines, there is a smattering of poison ivy, which is really nasty. And first time my wife and I went about cleaning the pond and the trees, I didn't really realize how much poison ivy there was. And I spent an inordinate amount of time with short sleeves. Yes, ripping those vines off of the trees. Only to discover a day or so later that I was exceptionally itchy and covered with poison ivy, welts, I guess. But this stuff is everywhere. So I need to get some poison ivy spray that's pet friendly and environmentally friendly as much as I can and kill it all. It's terrible. I hate it. I'd like to get all of this undergrowth trimmed down so that it's nice and pretty, clear and clean and enjoyable. We have the pond, as I mentioned in one of our previous videos, being treated by Clarity Pond Solutions. They do a great job. They come out about every 2 weeks and add some different chemistry that's all biodegradable and pet friendly and animal friendly and koi friendly and all that stuff. We have Australian shepherds that will jump in and swim around, especially when it gets hot. There's a little bit of this green, slimy, weird stuff on the top, but I wouldn't anticipate that lasting very long. Our gentleman that comes out to treat the pond will make quick work of that when he comes out. But I need to fish some of this junk out since we had a rain, and then of course trim around the pond. So here's the lesson that I felt like I ought to share. Got a tree over here that I need to get out of the way. All of us has intrinsic natural beauty, wonderful beauty. We are all unique, special children of heavenly parents, children of God, and we have the potential, the capability to really become as our Father in heaven is, as we learn and grow and choose to follow the Savior and make good choices and treat ourselves correctly and treat others as the Savior would. The challenge now becomes, can we make choices to keep our natural beauty natural and beautiful? Can we prevent the weeds, the poison ivy that's terribly destructive and super itchy, from climbing up everywhere? Like you can see over here, all of this. I mean, this is just one giant poison ivy, poison oak patch. Can we do those things necessary to keep our inner natural beauty free from these horrible, terrible influences that seek to do nothing but to destroy us? Now, I know I'm gonna probably see some interesting comments from that comment, but there are two things that really are happening in our lives, and I would echo Jordan Peterson. I think, if I'm saying this wrong, please correct me, I would echo Jordan Peterson in saying that, ultimately what we're trying to do is to serve others better, as the Savior, as Jesus Christ did. That's our goal. That's our purpose, to serve others better. And anytime we become self-serving, we miss the mark. So ultimately, as we endeavor to learn from and become more like the master teacher, the master physician, the master shepherd, we will all develop and grow and improve ourselves to the point that we can take one more step toward becoming more like him. So that's my thought for the day. I just, as I mentioned, spent quite a bit of time out there at the back of the property. We have a giant tree down here that I've been slowly working on. It's going to be an adventure. And over here to the left, that's behind the trees, we have a big, huge brush pile that has been a work in progress and will be burned when the time is right and the season is appropriate and the county allows us to have a big bonfire. Until then, we'll let that brush pile higher and higher. There it is. You can kind of see it in the background. And remember that what you put into your heart, mind, into your body affects you, even though you may not realize it. And so let us seek only for those things that are uplifting and pure and will keep us and our natural, eternal, internal beauty at the peak and constantly improving. Thanks again for tuning in. Hopefully this has been uplifting, helpful, encouraging, and enlightening. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. I'll do my best to put more out there. But thanks again for watching.